this tour is the nursing. Okay, as you guys can see around, the setting here is very similar to that of a hospital. And the reason for that is because here at Southwest Texas Junior College, we offer an LVN program and an RN program. Does anybody know what RN is? Registered nurse. Exactly. Anybody interested in being a nurse? Okay. So just FYI, we do have that program available here for you guys if you guys want to go that route. The RN program is a little bit lengthier. The LVN is 2 years. The LVN is 2 years, and the RN, I'm sorry, is also 2 years as well. But you can start off doing the LVN and then transition into the RN if you want to, which it'll take you an additional 2 years to do that. Or some students just want to go right into the RN and skip the LVN and go into the RN, so that'll take you 2 years if you were just to do that. In order to get into the program like this, and whenever you are in this program, you'll get to practice everything that you study and everything that you learn on these dummies here. They are very heavy. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to touch them, but they are very heavy. They try to make it as realistic as possible to that of a hospital, to that of that setting, to make the nursing students familiar, with what they're going to be working with. These are nurses, so, it could be the difference between saving a life. So let's try, it's as realistic as can be, okay? Like I said, the LVN is a 2-year program as well as the RN. After the RN, you can transition into a BSN, which is a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. If any of you are looking to being doctors, getting their Bachelor's in Nursing would be a good idea. Anything field that has to do with the medical field, you might want to look into getting the BSN as well. Any questions about the nursing, LVN, what we have to offer? No? In order to get into the program, there are some prereq classes that you have to take. We have different programs available here. We have the Associates, of General Studies, which is just be all your basics. Your English, your science, your governments, your histories, your math. And then we have also technical programs, and then we have the LVN program, then we have the RN program, then we have the radiology program as well. Does anybody know what a radiologist is? Radiologist? Person that deals with x-rays. Exactly. If anybody has ever had an x-ray done, it's the person in scrubs, that you see, and then they do the x-rays on you. They make really good money, the radiologists. So we have that program available, but that program is only available in Uvalde. I don't know if you guys are aware that we do have 3 main campuses. We have the Uvalde campus, which is our main campus, and then we have the Del Rio campus, and then we have the Eagle Pass campus. Some programs, like technical programs, we have for some of the guys or even girls. If you're interested in doing welding, if you're interested in doing radiology, if you're interested in doing auto mechanics, we have those programs available in Uvalde. You will have to commute every day if you were interested in doing something like that. You would have to commute to Uvalde. Unfortunately, we don't have those programs here. For the radiology, it is a program like the nursing program is an 8 to 5 program. So you're here every single day from 8 to 5. So students that take that in Uvalde, usually they move to Uvalde because commuting is really hard. You have to be there all day, every single day. So keep that in mind if that's something that you guys might want to look into just to get that idea in your head. Okay? What else? Like I said, there are some prereqs that you have to take for the RN and LVN program. One of them is, of course, the AMP, which is the Anatomy and Physiology. You need AMP 1 and AMP 2. You need Lifespan Growth and Development, Ethics, English, and then you need the Learning Frameworks. So Learning Frameworks is a class that you will be taking at this level with Ms. Steeds, and you'll learn more about that. Any questions about nursing, LVN, RN, transitioning?
Will they have the opportunity to take some nursing classes at the high school, or no, not?
For as prereqs? I don't know how that works.
Okay.
We have the sector, and then we have the TV. The TV is because we use this room for any DL courses. Anybody know what DL stands for? No, DL here at Southwest Texas Junior College stands looking, and hearing. The instructor is physically not going to be here, so the instructor is going to be doing everything to the TV. You're going to be sitting there, you're going to be looking at the TV, you're going to be looking at the instructor. Many times you don't even see the instructor. Many times you're just looking at this and you're looking at what he's working on, especially if it's like a math problem or something. You'll be looking at this the whole time. So we have the face-to-face classrooms, we have the DL, which is this setup. There's other setups for DL that do not have the computers, and it's just the TV and it's just the desk. So some DL courses require the students have the computers, like this one, it just depends on what course it is. But some DL courses will just have just the desk, the chair, and then the TV. So we have the face-to-face, we have the DL, and we also have the online classes. What would an online class consist of? Exactly. An online class is one where you physically will never have to come here. You'll be enrolled, you'll still be a student at Southwest, but you do not physically have to come and say your class is at 8 a.m. If you have a class at 8 a.m., you have to come to class at 8 a.m. But in online courses, you never have to show up physically to a classroom setting. Everything will be through email. If you have a question, you have to email your instructor. Everything you submit will have to be submitted online. So it's an exclusively online class. The only time you probably have to show up is to take your midterm and to take your final, because that does have to be monitored. Okay, so that's the only time that you have to show up for an online class. Alright, the building that we just left is building B, and we're about to enter building A.
Probably gonna try that tucking.
Chill. It's a kitty. It's kitty kitty. You remind me of Bon Bon.
Just laying here, not even moving this morning.
It trusts me, miss.
Look, he's not even faced by all these people.
Yeah, it's a nice kitty. I like to name it Bon Bon. And it reminds me of my cousin's pet cat. She named her Twister.
Be careful, right? The first day of college. Alright? Or are you all going to go into the 9th grade together? Or the 10th grade? 9th? All you 9th? None of you are going into the 10th? A few of you. Some of the 10th, some of the 9th. Okay. Well, we're going to get a little preview today. I am a biology instructor here at the junior college. I teach anatomy and physiology most of the time, but occasionally I teach biology for non-science majors. So all of you may have a chance to have my class if you come here. Excuse me. How many of you want to go into a medical career? Dental, physical therapy, medical. All right, a lot of you. Well, if you want to become a dentist, a physical therapist, an exercise technologist, or a doctor, you get to take my class, so yay. And even if you don't want to go into any of those fields, you might take my class, biology for non-science majors, if you go into history, math, English, any of those other boring careers that don't involve taking my class. Ha ha, it's a joke. All right, one person. So, science is important. No matter what field you go into, you're going to have to take a little bit of science. We have biology for non-science majors, for those of you who are going to go into history and English and math. But then we also have biology for majors in anatomy and physiology, for those of you who want to go into a science field. But let's talk about something very important. How many of you had somebody tell you today what to do, what to wear, what to eat, where to go, when to wake up? How many of you had somebody else tell you what to do today? Only one person, 2 people are willing to admit that they had somebody else tell you what to do. Did you like it when they told you what to do? What time to wake up, where to go, what to wear? No, you didn't, did you? You want to be your own person. You know how you solve that? by getting an education. When you go on to get your high school degree first, your high school diploma to start with, and then a bachelor's, and then a master's, and then a PhD or an MD, then you get to make your own decisions. Then you get to decide where you live, where you work, what you eat, who you like. You're not going to have people telling you what to do as much. You're still going to have people telling you what to do. You still have to listen to some people. But by getting an education, you get to make your own choices. So if you don't like people telling you what to do, get an education so you can make your own choices. That's the key. You want to make your own choices, don't you, blue, white, striped shirt guy? Yes, you do. Sorry, I don't know anybody's name. All right, so are you ready to start learning so you can make your own choices in life? Be more educated? Yes. All right. What we're going to do is an exercise in seeing if you can work together as a team. As a team, you're going to build a skeleton using one of the skeletons that I have here. This is George, that's Henry, and that is Jose.
Oh, we got Jose.
You are going to look at these skeletons
Jose.
and
Nice name.
make a skeleton on this table. In this
Nice
box
name.
and in that box, I have enough bones to make a skeleton. I actually have more bones in there than you need to make the skeleton. Of course, you're going to start, you're going to have one skull, you're going to have 2 arms and 2 legs. You don't need the extra ones. They're just in there so you have lots of choices to choose from. Do you think you can work as a team and put the skeleton together on that middle table? All of you at the same time as a group, as a team.
Oh, God.
You know who everybody is, right? Okay, well, this is your chance to get to know them. You're going to work together, and there are 2 things I want to say. One of the groups that I had this morning got all of the bones correct in the correct spot. They got 100% correct. So my challenge to you is to get all of the correct bones. Not too many of them, any of them, not in the wrong place, to make the skeleton completely correct in less time than what they did. I know how long it took them, so let's see if you can do it faster than them and get all of the bones correct. Because then, when you see them in school tomorrow, you can say, "Ha, we beat you."
Good.
Isn't that you want to be able to do? Or do you want to say, "We were slower than you and we got them all incorrect"? We're second best.